It's week 6 of the NFL. We'll get a look at Joe Burrow. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Saints and the Buccaneers, and it comes your way next.
It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty.
Set to go now in week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their rookie QB, the young man out of Oregon.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about himself right now because he's coming off of a strong performance in the team's win last week. And you can just tell, even early in his rookie season, he's starting to get really comfortable out there, and things are starting to fall into place. In fact, in talking to the rival defensive coordinator the team is facing this week, he told me this young man's starting to get it.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. James Daniels, the guard, called for the penalty there. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. To throw is Nix. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
That's really good play design right there, and it's one that comes down to the offensive line. It's a deep in route, but it's only going to work if that line gives you time in the pocket to wait for the route to develop. Mission accomplished there as they pick up the first down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. You look at this Saints defense. They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
To the 22-yard line. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Here's Burrow. That's out to Chubb, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
42 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Defense.
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Burrow will throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Collins. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
Going out wide, finds Chubb. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Here we go now on 1st and goal.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. This will be caught at about the 5. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Jerry Jeudy,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bucs offense and receiver Gabe Davis getting set for their next drive. And he's been a consistent force offensively all season. Currently ranked amongst the best in the NFL in terms of receiving touchdowns.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
The last series for him a little disappointing. Forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away.
And shutting him off, now open field. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Shedding through the defense. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down.
To throw, here's Nix.
And he's taken down here by the Saints.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello in a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It was Matt Judon that time who worked his way in to blow that play up. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And again, it's Chubb. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Burrow.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
The Saints at 2-3 here to begin the new season. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Now Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now it's Nix. A short one there to Freiermuth.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line.
The Saints offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And he's been very impactful when using his legs this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design. You notice his name sits near the top when looking at the league leaders in rushing yards by a quarterback.
Burrow looking to pass.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. Here's 2nd and 10.
Now it's Burrow. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's got room. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards the pickup there.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
That is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
To the air again, Burrow. He's got Njoku over the middle. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. And Burrow going to throw again.
There's another catch by the running back, Nick Chubb.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Back to throw again.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Drops it off for Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Make it 2 weeks in a row now. He's kind of been Johnny on the spot. A fumble recovered last week, and now 2 in a row.
Reminds me a little bit of an old teammate of mine. We used to call him the Vulture because he would swoop in and clean up after the play was made. But, boy, we said it with a lot of affection because he made a lot of game-changing plays by getting to the football that had been knocked loose.
What was your nickname, by the way?
Can you go get me some water, guy, please? The rest of us are playing.
Right. Too humble. Following the fumble recovery, Nix.
That's caught. It's the former Bill, Gabe Davis.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. They'll go play action with Nix. He lets one go deep for Addison.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That was all Preston Smith navigating into the backfield. He gets the tackle for loss.
Throwing Nix. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Off the play fake, here's Nix.
That is caught. And out across midfield down to the 45. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Back to the running game with Mostert. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 36. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
To throw is Nix.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Operating from the gun. Here's Nix. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Here's Nix. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Working out of the gun is Nix.
Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
And that drive is going pretty darn well. 3 previous times converted on 3rd down. But on that one, the defense rose up and said enough of that.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Saints punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Next to the air.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Curtis Samuel, 32 yards.
And the Buccaneers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Saints offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Here's a diving catch right side. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now Burrow. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll begin with the early game across the Atlantic at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in North London, where you see the final score there. Travis Etienne accounting for all of his guys' offense there as he had both of their touchdowns. From Chicago, we head north to the home of their rivals as we check on the Packers at home in Lambeau. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Aiden O'Connell, excellent in the victory as his guys run their mark to 4-2 on the year. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point of the season.
Now it's Burrow.
This will be caught. Judy.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play.
In motion goes the tight end. Burrow looking to pass. This short pass into the hands of Njoku.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
In motion, right one of the tight ends. Up the middle, it's Chubb. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Open man there is Collins, complete.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Burrow will throw.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb.
Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23.
From the 23, here's second down and 5.
Now it's Burrow.
And that's dropped underneath to the Wangu.
A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Here's Burrow.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
And Burrow going to throw again.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. They don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half.
And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Second down and 8. To throw, here's Nix.
Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Now it's Nix. He'll find Gabriel Davis.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Nix from the shotgun. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Throwing Nix. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So here are the Saints to take over. They were winners last week in that game against Kansas City, and they are on top right now as well. They've got it 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
2nd and 7.
At the 32-yard line.
Now back to throw.
A short throw pulled in by Woods.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
And that one off the mark, a little late with a throw.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And now the Saints gets...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And now Mostert is going to be stopped up short. He did not get there.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
It'll be a gain of 5. And that will bring up second down.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. There's another catch by the running back, Nick Chubb. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now Burrow. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This offense so far on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now it's Burrow. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 32-yard line. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass and they get 12 yards out of it.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Burrow looking to pass. Here's Chubb, back-to-back catches for him. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
To the air again, Burrow. Got a man. It's Collins complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now it's Burrow. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Got to give credit to both defenses because they've been able to keep the points down. And despite that incompletion, I like the way he's playing. He's putting up decent numbers. What he has to do, find a way to make that sound read and hit that 1 home run before this one's over.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Burrow. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Chubb. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Chubb again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
And in this situation, a field goal doesn't help you a whole lot, but I think you've got to take it because I think you're a little too far back to go for it on fourth down. But we also know the offensive coordinator's in the head coach's ear, trying to talk him into going for it right here.
A 22-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Buccaneers offense and Raheem Mostert making their way out. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Nix. His throw incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Nix to the air. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Now the ball comes loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 3rd down and 13. Burrow will throw. He finds his man complete. That's Lamb. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Once again, it's Mostert. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 64 yards rushing now from Mostert as he picks up a 1st down.
To throw is Nix. A short one there to Freiermuth.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
He's back to throw. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Curtis Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th.
Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
They do tack on the extra point as well, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
So all eyes on the Saints offense. Trailing 14-13, a minute 36 to go. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on 1st down.
They're able to find Judy.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4. Here's Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it comes with a minute 4 left to go in the game.
Burrow.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
2nd down. Here's Chubb again.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
So the road a little tougher here. Now 1st and 20.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a third would win it. And his kick is good. He knocks through his 3rd field goal of the game, and this one is the one that decides it. And Bourbon Street, it'll be alive tonight. The Saints have won it.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for New Orleans, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3 and 3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.